One, only 1% of all the water in the world is safe for you to drink. Only 1%. But we have a lot of water in the world. What's the rest? It's true that water may cover more than 70% of our planet, but most of it is seawater, is ocean water. Only 1% of all the water in the world is safe for us to drink. And without safe water, we all cannot survive. We are running out of water. Water is everything for us. We not only use water for drinking to survive, we use it for almost everything, producing energy, food, clothes, computers, cars, or even our phone is almost everything. Water is our life. We are running out of water. In the next 10 years, by 2028, the world will be consuming 40% more water. The math doesn't work good here. We're already running out of water, and we're consuming it more at the same time. By 2025, 2/3 of the world population, that this whole section of the audience, you guys will not have enough water to survive. Let's have a look at this. This is the water that looks clean, taken out of the lake, taken out of the river. But you can't really drink it, because if you put it under the microscope, there's a lot of bad stuff that you don't want, that could make you sick, bacteria, virus. So what I'm trying to say here is, if when the 1% that we do have available for us is not drinkable, it's not safe enough, we have to treat water. And what if we could make a seawater that we do have a lot drinkable? Right now, we can filter seawater or unclean water to make it drinkable and safe for us to use. It's still two processes. One is called thermal distillation. This is just fancy word. Basically, we boil a lot of bad stuff, and we keep only clean stuff separately. And the process is require a lot of energy, a lot of heat. They're slightly, a little bit more complicated process, which is we don't have to get into now, called reverse osmosis. And this process also require a lot of energy, a lot of pressure in the process. While these two technologies work, they have some problems. They are really very expensive. We have a better solution, and that's what I'm going to share with you all today. On the left, that's a typical membrane. So just like a coffee filter. So you pour to the thin piece of paper, so all the bad stuff is staying on the top of the filter, and the clean stuff, it passed through the filter. That's a typical filter or membrane. But on the right, we developed a new membrane, and this super thin membrane is much thinner compared to the old technology, and it allows only clean water molecules pass through, but block all the impurity and salt molecule, which is bigger and is too fat to get into the filter. This is one of our innovation. This membrane that we developed is very desirable. It's new and improved. Why? Because we can filter water faster, and that's really important. Remember, a few moments ago, I shared a slide about in the next 10 years, we're gonna need 40% more water. So we need to filter water faster. The membrane that I helped develop can do that job. This membrane also stays cleaner longer. All the dirt, impurity, that we filter out don't clog the membrane like the others. So it's also very durable. It lasts longer. You don't have to replace it all the time. What we did, in order to get this membrane, we changed three things. We changed the shape of the filter. We changed the material. We changed the construction, how we make the membrane. And this, I'm going to share with you all in the detail in a few minutes. Let's have a look how our filter works. On the top, that's seawater. And in the middle, that's the membrane, is our filter. And beneath it, there's another liquid, which is act like a magnet. So these liquid magnets will help to suck all the seawater through the membrane, but it takes only clean water, but it left the impurity or other salt on the other side of the membrane. And after that, these liquid magnets, which is carry water, can be easily separate and simply recirculate back to draw more water. By this process, we get clean water, a lot of it, very quickly and tastes delicious. Our technology consumes less energy, and we need that, less chemical, and at the end of the day, our technology is less expensive. It's less expensive compared to the current technology that we are using now. This is what we have. We have a better filter, and it's named MFT, Membrane Filtration Technology. It's a membrane, the membrane that helps to filter water. As a technology part, it's a very smart filter. We only made 3 new innovations, but they are hugely important. First, we simply change the shape. Most of the filter is flat, like a flat of paper. We change it into the hollow fiber. It's just like a drinking straw, actually, but it's smaller, like a drinking straw in my hand. So we changed the new material. The materials that we use is durable. It lasts longer as it doesn't clog like the other materials. And we changed how we make it, the construction process, that we be able to make the membrane, the filter, in a high quality and in a larger scale. On the left, that's a typical filter that we have. Is a flat sheet of paper. So instead, we change it into the hollow fiber. It's like a tiny tube, like a drinking straw. By changing the shape, they become stronger. They can last longer, and they can filter water faster. This is a microscope close-up of how our filter look like. So it's simply a small tube, but with a very, very thin membrane. If you think your hair is thin, our membrane is 50 times thinner than a human hair. And it is how our filter is being made in the factory. So the process is very consistent and very high quality. So we can just produce our filter, copy them, and copy them. We can produce 1 million of filters using this technology. So it's scalable. And another good thing is our process consumes less solvents, less chemical, so this is better for our environment. Let's talk about in terms of the productivity. Assuming that's the current technology, that how much water can be filtered. Our technology, MFT, can help to double the rate of the water being produced, and that's very significant, that's very important. Remember, less than 10 years, 2/3 of the audience, you guys gonna be needing that. How about the cost? Our technology, in order to produce water 1,000 liters, so it's cost around 64 cents, which is about 20 baht in Thai. So compared to the current technology, our technology is 50% less expensive, and that's significant. So what I like to encourage everyone today is to do what I did. I acted small. I did so tiny changes into a small future. But I thought about the larger implication who I could help. I choose water because water will save the world. And after that, I also thought about the different industries. My membrane, I made it for water, to filter water. But with the slightly change on the membrane materials, designs, and process, MFT can help to filter out the liquid in other industry as well. Food, beverage, beer, wine, milk, or even biofuel. Any liquid in the industry that have to be filtered, MFT can help, and that is what I have been working on with the R&D team in a membrane system, in a cold membrane system, my current company. And you can do this too. By acting small, you can make a huge differences. Looking at what I did, I didn't make any huge changes. I changed the material. I changed the way how we make the filter. And I changed the shape. That's it. What small changes can you do in your business, in your current project, that could make a huge global impact, just like a MFT? Whatever your innovation is, whatever your startup that you're working, what it is basically doing, and could it work in a different industry? That's how I like you to think. Will the technology cost to the industry just like a MFT? So that's what I like you to think. My name is Panu. This is my email address. I'd like you to email me if I can help you. I want you to do the same thing I did. Can you do small little changes? Small little changes that could make a massive impact. It could have changed from the current industry you're looking at to a different industry. All you need to do is two things. Small little changes. Can I apply to different industry? Can I act small like me and think big? If I can do it, you can do it too. And next year, I want to see some of you up on the stage sharing your technology, your innovation to the world. Thank you very much, and good luck.